왜 멈춰 있어 춤추듯 돌아가 Life is a party so 딱히 뭘 안 해도 틱톡 Life is still going on 그저 흘러가
Hi, hey, hello, welcome back to my channel. So we are past the halfway point of 2021, and we've had many comebacks and debuts. So I decided to talk about them, but not in a boring just reviewing them way, but in a way where I will pinpoint the strengths and weaknesses of the comebacks. I honestly don't really care if you get offended as it's just my opinion, but of course I'm not going to be blatant rude, I'm only gonna say the honest truth. Anyways, on to the video. I had a lot of expectations for this comeback, as it's been more than a year since she released What You Waiting For. Like, girl, what have you been doing for the past year? So of course I was expecting some good shit. Now I absolutely loved Dum Dum from the first time I listened to it, and I think the real strength of this comeback was the concept. It wasn't forced on her and she executed it very well. Paired with the gorgeous music video equals a very eye-catching release, and contrary to popular opinion, it's actually aging very well. Now the weakness of this release is that it felt very rushed and it was literally a single. She should have came out with her album. I don't care if it comes out later this year. An album was very mandatory, because it just makes this release fall flat. The Kings Tomorrow by Together themselves made a comeback with Loser Equals Lover, and when I tell you this is one of the best songs I've heard in a while, everything is so good that I can't pick only one strength. So everything it is. After Love Song I had expectations and they delivered. It was a straight playlist song. Taehyun has been through yet another divorce and has 3 kids to feed at home. The emotion really hit for me. The only weakness I would say with this comeback is that it kinda gives Moas a vague idea of what their future releases will resemble, because it's like you just released a heavily rock emo track Love Song, and not even 3 months later you come back with the same style. I agree with the people saying that they should have released it all together with Love Song, because like what was the point? And the switch can make people confused. Are they going to come back with a similar sound or will they go back to their more pop influenced songs like Blue Hour? I didn't think her solo would come out this year. I thought we would have to wait another 2 years, but hey, I'm not complaining. Now the strength of this debut was the song for me. I actually really liked it, and I think it is the best solo music wise. Lisa looks very comfortable performing this song, which is great. Even though Teddy put his hands on this track, it's actually really good. The weaknesses of this debut was the B-side Money and the fact that this release in general has zero longevity. Money is just so cringe it's kinda funny, but if Lisa likes it I don't mind. Most of Blackpink songs don't really age that good, but that doesn't mean they are bad. I feel like lalisa is just going to follow in the same footsteps as On the Ground. Does anyone actually listen to that song anymore? Just curious. Even after only a week of Lisa's solo coming out, it's like the general public just forgot it existed, which is a shame because I genuinely like this track. As an N citizen I was very excited for this comeback. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't what I got. I'm seeing very mixed opinions of this release. For this song you either hate it or love it. There is no in between. I don't really know where I stand on the spectrum. The strength of this song was that it is very neo. I really don't see any other group doing this, don't you think? That's probably why it was chosen as the title instead of Lemonade. It has a very distinctive sound. The only weakness I have with this release is that fucking flute. Oh, how it infuriates me. Like, just why? When I first heard the song I flinched. That flute sounds so bad and it makes me giggle every time I hear Taehyung's line in the beginning. SM set them up with the flute. Because just why was it needed? And I feel like it makes people uncomfortable to move forward. They press on the song and the first thing they hear is that fucking flute and then they click off. I honestly don't blame them. SM really needs to understand. There is a difference between being experimental and just throwing random shit together and calling it a song. They did it with Next Level as well and all other experimental SM songs. Next Level grew on me. And so is Sticker. but it's still inferior to the rest of 127's discography. Even if you don't like this song, I beg of you please listen to the B-sides. They carried. My personal favorites are Road Trip, Promise You and Bring the Noise. As anybody else would, I was really looking forward to Red Velvet finally coming back as OT5, and I think that's what made this comeback really special. They had the hype, they had the anticipation, and most importantly, they had support. So this comeback was able to thrive, but in my opinion I think this comeback has more weaknesses than strengths. I didn't find any of the B-sides good. They went through one ear and out the other. I was so bored of them. And Queendom is good itself, but I was so disappointed by it. Compared to what Red Velvet has released before, the title track was bland. Not necessarily bad, because it's on my playlist, but definitely not amazing. Also I feel it. I know you feel it too. Red Velvet have peaked. I dare say they peaked since Psycho. 2021 marks the 7-year anniversary of Red Velvet, so I don't know what happens from here for them, but I don't see a contract renewal happening.
Brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
Okay, but literally what the fuck is up with Stacey and releasing bops? Stereotype is hands down one of the best songs I've heard in my whole existence, and it's so unique. You don't see much songs about stereotypes or general misconceptions, and I feel like this is a topic not really talked about a lot, when it really should. I love Stacey's group dynamic. However, I'm not really interested in standing groups as of now. I can just enjoy the music. Jay is my bias, by the way. The only letdown I would say I have with this comeback is the B-sides. Everyone was saying they're so good. I've got the album on repeat, and stuff like that, so I listened to them, and I'm not really feeling it. I don't know if it's because I haven't listened enough, but the B-sides aren't anything revolutionary in my opinion. Stereotype is so good though.
Man, I'm not sorry, I'm dirty.
With Stray Kids, they're one of those groups in where I like, but I just can't see myself standing them. Trust me, I've tried, but I don't think being a stay is for me. However, again, contrary to popular opinion, I actually liked Thunderous. My favorite parts are the pre-chorus and bridge. I fully understand why people don't like it though. It gets very tiring. The album was also pretty interesting. I haven't listened to all the songs yet, because I actually can't be bothered, but I really enjoy Cheese and Sick. Stays and stays. It's you guys. Literally everybody is turning their backs on Stray Kids because of y'all. If there was an award to the shittiest fandom, y'all would be in the running for gold. There's a lot of tension in this fandom, and I really don't think I can join it officially. There were many more comebacks I wanted to review, but I think this was enough. Let me know if you want a part 2. Asper and Hypen and many more are coming back, so that would be interesting to talk about. Hope you enjoyed. Until we meet again.
Touching